I'm the defensive guy, I got them backed up to start the game inside their own 10. The crowd yelling in their ear, creating a little bit of momentum. Picture-perfect start for this defense.
The Trojans backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Mack. Looking deep down the right side. It's caught. Hits the crease. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, USC.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it out. It's McNeil. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Cobb. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll bring it out. It's McNeil. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Cobb. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Noles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Pulls it in, it's Turbin. And midfield, he's got room. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. Breaks the tackle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Motion from the wideout. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Jordan. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, guys.
Scanning the field, it's Mack. Using the quick game. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
He'll try the left side. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Looking to throw on first down. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
They'll rip off 8 on that play in 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw, it's Mack. Caught behind the line, it's Carr. There he goes! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Makes the grab. It's Turbin. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Toss to the outside. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Catch in the middle, it's Turbin. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Trying to keep the drive alive. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. How about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, giving up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Mack. Makes the grab. Snowed under by the defense.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Riley. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Leinart, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
In the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's inside the 40, the 20, inside the touchdown Seminoles. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Florida State, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. One little mistake in your kid coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on first down. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Back to throw, it's Mack. Quarterback extends the play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
Almost got to the sticks on third down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. Offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Tries to get it on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Turbin. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on move. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got a man, it's Cobb. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
He'll throw on third down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Knowles!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
21.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Burton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Carr. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Throws to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that in.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll give it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be fourth down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups, and man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to pass, it's Mack. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Trojans will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Cobb. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires left. A strike downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Touchdown Seminoles! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jordan. There he goes! And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. On the run, deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Cobb. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. At the 20. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Setting up the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Under fire. Hauls it in. On the move at the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Skips away from pressure. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's run out of bounds after the interception, and the turnover will set them up when we start the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through three, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Final stance of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Look out, he's got room. Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Turning it on! And into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slipping down the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
And this linebacker is all over the field in run support. When they throw the football, though, man, does he have great vision, and he breaks on the football. Look at him using the hands. He had 2 a week ago, throwing another today. That's a season for a linebacker most of the time. Great 2-game stretch for this LB.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. Touchdown, Florida State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push out this lead in the 4th quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive 2nd win of the season. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. He'll start the return inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Dropping back, it's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Carr. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw it. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're working that left side. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
To the air, it's Mack. Soft spot in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They want to throw it. Looking for the score. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
He'll start this drive firing. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. Back to pass, it's Glenn. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Noles will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big-time, prime-time moments. You got the ball, tie game, you want to go win. Make some plays for me, big dog.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. The corners are walked up tight. Buys a little time with his feet. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Mack. Forced out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch inside the 25. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Cobb. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's lined up perfectly. He'll need to kick it right down the boulevard for the win. Absolutely center cut. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.